Are there any of them within melee of range of me or?
No. You might go for a missile weapon if you want because you're fighting the Black Knight in front, right? And these guys
Oh, the
were
Black
coming
Knight's still
from the
alive.
other side.
I thought he was
No,
still
the
dead.
Black Knight is
No, he's
dead,
down.
but you were standing right next to him, right?
Right.
So, or you can run after them, right? And try
I'll
to
run
pursue
after
them.
one of them and hack him with
All
my
right,
sword.
go for it.
I'd say 13.
That hits.
Nice.
That's 9 points of damage.
Yes, that definitely kills another bandit.
Wow.
Who else?
I'm not going to combat.
Yeah, Vela doesn't have a missile weapon, so she'll walk over and plant her foot on the dead knight and rip her spear from his hip.
Nice.
I rolled, but it's
Amazing.
pitiful.
And I will try and pry off his shattered helmet.
Okay.
And, get a good look at this.
All right. So you
Did you hit? No. Oh, okay.
No.
So before we do that, there's 3 bandits running.
Yeah.
Are you letting them get away? Are you pursuing?
I got one more shot, and then that's it for me.
And go for
it. Target and Lamb should attack it.
Oh, that's true.
Right.
12 hit, 5 points of damage.
Nice.
5 points. That kills another one.
Okay.
Damn.
I'd say let's see if Lamb can clean up. Nope, that doesn't hit.
No? Oh,
13 is magic number.
1, and that misses by
by
1 as
2.
well. So there's 2 bandits
get
running away. Yeah. Are you pursuing or letting them go? It's
No.
just for just to know.
No.
No.
I won't.
Okay. Okay. So they're running into the woods, right? In both directions.
Let it be a lesson to you ruffians.
Tarlin, you remove the broken helmet, and much to your surprise, this is Gandar, the half-orc acolyte of what's his face? Saint Ig. Yes.
Okay, wait. I must have missed this.
This was the guy
Man.
who
Spits. Literally spits on him and says, Fex would be vexed by this.
Okay, so who is this guy?
He was the one of the acolytes of Saint Ig who Fex was getting evangelized by.
Yeah,
He was
right.
Fex's
Oh,
confessor at
okay.
Helix.
Half orc.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
He was
glad
an
Fex
acolyte of
is
Saint
alive
Ig?
to see this.
So Vela will reach down and pull his body up and under his shoulders and drag him up and tell the old man Griff we're gonna load his body on the wagon. Someone in Helix is going to answer to this, and I'll begin to pack his body on the wagon.
Can we search his body?
Yeah,
Sure,
we're
you
gonna
can
lose
search it.
him.
Yeah.
Of course, we're gonna lose him.
Hold on, guys. Is he dead? Is he dead? Dead? I mean,
Dead.
It's
Yes.
mostly dead.
He's mostly.
Mostly
And
dead.
Mostly dead.
All right. So we can't take him to Miracle Max or anything. Okay, that's fine.
I thought
Well, funny you should mention that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking.
The witch last session.
No.
that if you
We're
wanted to
We're not gonna
raise
spend our
somebody's
Mother
body,
Toad. Yeah, take him
Yeah,
back.
that's right. Mother Toad said you can, she can swing it if you
We're
can
not gonna spend
handle
to bring this ruffian back to life. I think not.
Let's loot them.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yes, on.
the Black Knight has the helmet is broken, so it's gone. Right. So it has a suit of chainmail. It's man-sized, so it may be used. A shield in good condition, and a mace also in good condition. It's a one-handed mace.
I'll take the mace.
And there is. He's wearing a necklace with like a stone that you don't know what it is, but he's it's just a stone. It's not a gem, it's not a semi-precious stone. It's like a pebble of some sort of black rock, right? So it's kind of weird that you would be wearing that, but he's got that on.
Maybe
The
we should
Stone
do
of
that.
Zanzibar.
Well, we will ask many questions, see if somebody has an answer for us.
The bandits. Let's see. 2 got away, so there's 7 bandits.
Mm-hmm.
So as you rummage through, their belt pouches and other pockets and stuff like that, right? You find that each has 14 pieces of copper, 11 pieces of silver, and 13 pieces of gold. So that's, I don't know, 91 pieces
They
of
weren't
gold.
doing too bad.
No, they were
67
doing all right.
silver and
Mhm.
80
Nice.
something coppers.
They all had crossbows and broadswords as well,
Mhm.
right?
We should
That
grab
is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct. And-
If we wait till tomorrow, I can cast detect magic on that necklace.
Okay.
So we can plan towards that.
So
maybe.
nobody should wear it right now. And so yeah, so we load all their arms on the,
Yeah.
on the wagon because we can sell them.
all right.
Or we
Yeah,
can
might as-
equip we can equip our hirelings with missile weapons as well.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you have a chain and shield.
Is Tarlin gonna hang on to that weird necklace?
Okay, I'll just wrap it around my wrist for now.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right.
So once Thelonious gets himself bandaged, we can continue on our way. The
Yeah, let
priest
me
of-
try that.
The head priest of Saint Egg will not like this.
He better not like it.
All right.
Yeah, that's
That's
good.
3
Good
hit
roll.
points. Good job.
Ooh,
Nice.
3 hit. That's right. You can bandage wounds. So, 18. Who else was wounded?
Arlen?
I was.
No one, I don't think.
Tarlin.
I
Tarlin
was
took
right.
2
Tarlin
points of
was.
damage.
Yeah.
So roll a
So-
d6, divide by 2, and you can heal that much back.
Yeah, it's worth it.
3. So
Bandage up his shoulder where he took
3.
an arrow.
So you're back to full hits.
Nice.
Excellent. Oh, and Thelonious.
Yeah, Thelonious is back. He's only missing 2. He recovered 2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he went
yeah.
to up to 18. That's correct. That's
That's
correct. All right.
And then Vela, before the cart moves, will load up Coromir as well and
Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
place his body on the cart.
Yes.
The others, I would take the time if we have it to mount their heads on sticks on the road and scratch out a warning sign to let this be a warning to highwaymen.
Nice.
Do not think that you can it just
Pilgrims against
no
travelers.
bandits. This is what happens to bandits is what I'll put on the sign.
Yeah.
Right.
Dora will gladly help with that.
What? No heads on spikes. No
Yeah,
heads-
on tree limbs, whatever we can cut loose and
Right,
get put in the
that's
ground.
what
Because I don't have spears or anything to mount them on, so it would be tree limbs. This is what happens to bandits.
Nice.
Bandits
All
beware.
right.
Yep.
And how far are we from Helix at this point?
About 30 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely mounting them here. They're too close to home to be
Mhm.
tolerating this. Yeah. Okay.
So, all right.
Covered in blood, hands completely covered in blood from decapitating these guys and dried up now. Vela will blood marked on where she's wiped her brow. She's basically wiped her mouth and there's blood all over. It looks like she's been through hell, which she hasn't. She'll mount. She'll tell Griff, let us head home. But she's probably looking pretty like she's been wounded or something. She's covered in their blood.
Yeah, Ned John's chafed a little bit from his leather, but otherwise he's good.
Or an Asia.
Old chafing.
Arlen will wipe his bloody warhammer off on the Black Knight's tabard.
Ooh.
Right?
Dang, bro.
Hey,
You're vicious.
you think if we bring that tabard in, there may be a reward for this guy?
Yeah, well, I'm bringing Gandar in with his tabard and everything.
Oh,
Someone's
you
gonna-
are? Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, Vela suspects they must have known something. This is- yeah,
Towered head and body.
yeah.
hopefully-
Tabard head and the little rock that he hangs from his neck.
Is Yes,
I
we.
I think only effects
I,
as
I
he
know,
was being.
I'm looking at our list of NPCs in Helix, and who was the? Is Lord Crothos the?
Yeah, the
Yes,
son of the Lord. Yep.
All right, so
correct. It's
that's the
Crothos
first one.
Iron Guard. Yeah.
Okay, so if there's no more, well, let's see if there are any more encounters in this half hour.
Yep.
So back to town, right?
Yes.
All right. So you ride the rest of the way back to the Silver Standard Company, who are the people who hired you, right? The guild master of that is not the guild master. The local representative is
Right.
Billworth Turgan, right? So he receives you, um, and says, "What's this? What's happened?"
I'll pull his body down from the cart, and kind of by the back of his head, move his face around and look at. You must know him. He is a Saint Dieg here. He is a neighbor. He is a man of the cloth.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Master Turgan, mayhap you can send one of your people to fetch Lord Crothos or his men or his men. He will want to see this. We
Yes.
also will probably need Father Othar here, Brother Othar here.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
We would have words with all of these men.
boy, and he's one of the stevedores at the company, right? He says to one, go fetch Brother Othar and send word to Lord Crothos. This bandits on the road?
And look who let them. And I point at Bella as she's holding up a meat
Yeah.
bucket.
Yes, go find Lord Crothos. He's
But 30 minutes down the road, 9 of man, Gandar. I'll also pull out a scroll report. I will have kept a journal. Again, I can write. I can read and write barely, but I will have kept a journal of our dealings with the frogmen. I will have journaled all of while under their employ, right? So I'll hand it to him and tell him this will document the trip and those that we had to what we had to do to protect this caravan, right? So
and
yeah.
he looks at Griff and says, that these men to perform their duties, and Griff says more than
and
one would
women
have thought.
and women
And women, yes. They certainly prove their worth. 3 times we were ambushed, and 3 times they beat back, though it cost them dearly. 2 of their number are dead. And Turgan immediately fishes in a pouch by his side and produces 7 pieces of gold for each of you. And then he lifts, he pulls out a smaller pouch and counts on it. You can see him counting 14 pieces of gold, which would have been the money paid to Targos and Orwin, and says, this money, and he shakes the pouch a little bit, I shall give to Brother Othar to say rites and bury these men for their service.
Indeed, proper burial should be given to these men who laid down their lives.
Yes. And so a little bit later, almost immediately, right? Brother Othar and the other acolyte, whose name is
Stella.
Stella the devotee.
Stella the devotee.
That's her. Sela. There we go. They show up, right, and says, this boy says there's been brigands on the road.
Behold,
not just brigands.
Oh, great Ig, what is this? And this tabard? The symbol of Orcus. Lord of the
Orcus?
Undead, what blasphemy is this?
There be
You seem
rotten
to have a spy
young
among your
killer
people.
rats.
You did not suspect anything of such a man? He could dress. Where would he have placed these arms and arms? Where would he have hidden these in the Temple of Saint Yig, in among his belongings? Did you not know any of
Eloy,
this?
by the way, I'm going to detect evil on the cleric.
On Brother Othar, sure.
Yeah, and then I'll kind of grab Tarlin's sleeve and pull his hand up and show the rock that's dangling from his wrist. And
Right.
this, have you seen something of this?
He's taken aback and he says, there can't be anything in the shrine, but of course we will search his quarters. And Sela says, he would often take walks out to the western woods, but this I don't know.
Walks
And
to the western woods. Yes, I may be taking a walk to the western woods myself and investigate.
Well, Brother Othar says, well, he showed up about a year ago.
I suspect this heathen may not be acting on his own on his own. There must be accomplices around.
It sounds like there
Did,
may be a cult spying on Helix.
Yes.
Hmm.
I wonder,
So-
has this acolyte ever actually drawn down the power of the? Has that ever been seen? Or
Well,
was he?
he's barely an initiate, as is Sela. The god's power doesn't always come down immediately. Some men have
And
more.
Villa will step over and
Priests.
get nose to nose with Sella and eyeball her. And how long has Sella been with you?
Let's see. Just making sure.
I'm covered in blood. Hands covered in blood.
Right,
I'm
right.
like right in her face going, and how long have you been with? How long has this woman been with you?
How long have you lain with this woman?
She has been with us all her life. I found her as an orphan, and I raised her here in Helix. I trust her with my life.
Then Vela will break a smile and nod at the girl. Again, you see white teeth through this bloodied face. Then you are okay, girl. And I'll turn back. I'll turn back toward the Ophir.
Eloy, don't forget about my detectivo.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
I have a
I
question.
think we should check his quarters.
What can you tell us about this Orcus that he worshipped?
Exactly. I wanted to roll lore for that too, but go ahead.
Okay. So, Brother Othar puts his fist down for a bit, and then he says, "You may know that Nergal is the god of death and the god of the undead and the underworld. It is said that he has two sons that are worshipped as his heirs. Orcus is one of them, and the other is Set. They share their father's domain, death, the underworld. It is said that Set favors serpents, whereas Orcus favors the undead. But they are lesser gods under their father Nergal. So the holy writings say Nergal is of the older gods, and Orcus and Set are the new. And this, a ram's skull with ram's horns or this inverted star, 5-pointed star, are his symbols, Orcus's symbols. The god Set, of course, is a black sun with 2 snakes facing each other. But this is, we all recognize the existence of the gods. It doesn't mean that we worship them, and I can't believe this man so betrayed our religion, that he would pass
I would-
himself off as an
I would
acolyte.
bet, brother, that he was sent as a spy. This was purposeful.
This is most worrisome. You're of course welcome to examine his cell
Yes.
at the shrine.
Let us go and do that.
And
friend.
so
Oh, well, let's go. Let's see if Lord Crothos sent somebody first. He must be here at this.
okay,
And speak with anyone who was close to him or one of his number.
There be snakes crawling up your britches, Father. You should pay close attention.
Yes, better vet your future acolytes, Father.
yes.
Have
That is
you heard of a cult?
But this
Orcus
is
around here before.
Right. I mean, has
this,
there been
no,
any?
this is unheard of, and the god Saint Ig, he grants me the power to see evil, and I sensed no such thing from Gandar. I still
that-
don't understand this.
Could this
deceit.
rock that Tarlin now wears on his wrist, could that protect him from that?
That is what I was thinking.
It might. Perhaps we could consult the wizard Mazarian in his tower. He might know.
Your awareness has lessened.
Mm-hmm. Well, he wasn't evil long. A year? You say he's been here a year?
He's been here a year, yes.
If he was
Well, he
evil
won't
at all,
bother anyone else.
whether he was a true devotee.
I would bet he was evil all along. He was sent here as a spy.
Yep.
Turgan says, Turgan scratches his head and says, well, now that you say it, shortly after the accursed remains of that ruin in the marshes were rediscovered 2 years ago, not long after, rumors came of bandits assailing those who would return from expeditions. I mean, my mercenaries, because Turgan runs the mercenary guild
Right.
as well. My mercenaries said they did fight. I will send men. I will have a talk and see if they've seen this symbol or this helmet before. And so he sends more.
And he used to take
Another boy
walks.
towards the guild house, right, which is right
Yeah.
next to the company.
And he used to take walks in the western woods.
My comrades are speak true. There may be something to be found in this acolyte's quarters.
Mm-hmm.
Would you show us to his dwellings?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of course, says Brother Othar. It's been about 10-15 minutes. Men from the guild house are coming out and are looking, from the mercenaries guild, and are looking at the thing. And one of them says, yes, I've seen this helmet and I've seen that sign before. It must have been him who waylaid us, and he took gold and treasures from us.
So there's probably a lair or a encampment somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been like 15 minutes, and nobody, the boy sent to fetch Lord Crothos hasn't come back yet.
Mm.
you might need to
boy.
wait a bit more, right?
Okay.
I
And
believe, my friends, once we look at at, at the at this acolyte cell and we talk to the Lord, maybe we should rest, see if we can hire some more men at arms. And what I propose is first go pick up those armors at Erengard Mott,
Yep.
and
yes,
then, if you wish, we can return to where we were attacked, and I can attempt to track them back to their lair.
Yes. Or again, he did walk in the western woods. We do know that.
Maybe this is where the layer
Where we
is.
were attacked, was it in the area of the Western Woods, or was it in another?
no, it was on the road to the
Okay.
Mont, right? But consider this: Gambler knew where you were going, and he
Right.
knew how long it would take you to get back. So,
He was waiting for us.
and he knew that you were quite successful in your expeditions, right? So,
No, I don't think we should.
But he
do anything-
greatly underestimated us, the fool.
I don't think we should do anything for free. We need to approach the church as well as the officials of town to see if there's any pay for us to root out this, whether it's a spy network.
Hey, we owe it. We owe it to the good name of Fex and to Saint Yig to stop such madness.
Yeah, whatever fills your heart, but I'm looking to fill my pockets.
Well, we can do both.
They probably have some of this loot that they've stolen. We could probably get a reward from that. Did you consider that, young man?
Okay.
Or-
Dejan raises
pick
an
the best-
eyebrow and gives you a little nod and sly smile.
Yeah.
I gave Bella a fake sly wink.
I'll nudge Nejan and say, yeah, or pick the best loot for ourselves first, of course.
There you go.
I'm
Nothing
sure
wrong
that
with
they will not mind us. taking
capitalizing. Yeah.
so it's
But
been
you
about
had some platinum. We didn't see it. Sorry.
no platinum, not at all. So it's been about 20 minutes, right? And the town isn't this big, right? It doesn't take
Right.
20 minutes to find
Yeah.
anybody in this
That
little
kid.
town.
That
And
kid.
the boy didn't come back.
No, I
Finally.
think run to
Finally.
warn whoever it is. The kid. The boy may well be a spy as well.
No, finally you see the kid approaching, and
Okay.
behind him is coming a man, a black-haired man with his hair slicked back, and in fine clothes, and you know you've seen this man before. You recognize him as Alice Blackfell. You saw him the first day you attended the church here in
Like the
Helix.
counselor or something, right?
He was, you know, the I can't remember who it was that was, you know, sort of pointing people out for you in the crowd.
It's
But
the
they did-
advisor.
Gandar. I think it was Gandar.
It might have been Gandar himself, right? He says that.
Tell him
you know,
Fex.
he said that Alice Blackfell was advisor to Lord Crothos, right? And so he finally comes up and says, "Yes, there seems to be a problem here."
Vela steps up like she wants to speak, but knows that there's somebody here among us that's better to speak to men of such stature. So she'll kind of refrain from opening her mouth.
Nudge.
I take a look at the man and see if I detect any sense of evil upon him.
It's a very good question. Let me take a look, just in case. You do not sense evil from this man. Well, you know, maybe a little.
Is there such thing as a
Not
little
wearing a
evil?
necklace, is it?
I mean, it's kind of like there's evil and good. I mean, is there such thing as just a little evil?
Maybe a little, yeah.
Mostly.
I mean, either
That's-
you
that's the
are or
weird-
you are
that-
not.
That's true.
Would you
That's
care?
true.
Would you care to tell us what your association with this fallen man is?
My association? I have nothing to do with such men. I will remind you, I'm advisor to Lord Crothos. Have little cause to associate with a priest of Saint Ig.
Well,
Then we
you
will.
seem to
Then we
have
will
a
give.
problem with ruffians wandering the woods and the roads nearby.
Then we will. We will give you information in which you can advise Lord Crothus about. This man is well, let's how do we put it?
He led some
A
highwaymen.
leader of highwaymen, and he have infiltrated mine as an acolyte of Saint Yig. Do you not recognize him? And I'll go over and pull his lifeless body up and kind of ragdoll his head around.
And he goes, pulls out yes, I have seen this man before. I do recognize him. Bandits? Isn't he a priest of some sort?
I drop his head and say, "That is the problem. He has infiltrated your temple here as clearly a man of Orcus. It is you should let Lord Crofus know that there is such troubles in his woods. But we have brought him to justice, and we are prepared to bring the others to justice, but not for nothing."
And he looks to Brother Othar and says, "Brother Othar, is this testimony correct? Is your acolyte some sort of betrayer, blasphemer, leading bandits?" And Brother Othar says it seems to be the case. These men have proven to be honorable fighters, and Turgon speaks up and vouches for you again. I hired them to protect the caravan, and by all reports from my men, they performed admirably their duties. And he says, I see. It's strange. We had reports of bandits last year, but those reports, those attacks seem to fail in the winter. It seems to all be linked to this Barrowmaze down there in the swamps. When the winter month sets in, the bandits go away. It makes sense. It's all this riffraff in town. But keeping order is quite important. And yes, I shall discuss a suitable reward with Lord Crothos. Where might I find you?
Five. I'm thinking 5 gold ahead. We've already killed 9. That would be 40 gold for what we have already done for.
Sounds like a reasonable price, as a matter of fact. And so he draws a purse and produces 45 pieces of gold.
Nice.
And gives them to you. Yes, good work. If you should run into any more, let us know. My lord is busy right now at the Foul Pheasant.
I have another question, Lord Advisor. Maybe
Yes?
Brother Othar can help you confirm this. Did these attacks, these highwaymen attacks, did they start shortly after the time that this Gamda showed up, or had they been occurring before?
I recall vague reports once the maze was being explored. So, how long has your acolyte been here, Brother Othar? And Othar repeats, 1 year, and says, well, the explorations of the maze were 2 years ago, so yes, it seems to be about right. He might have been the mastermind behind this.
He could be.
Yeah.
leading
And again,
a cult.
Turgan says most of the attacks, according to my mercenaries, were en route from the maze.
He could be leading a cult. Isn't this what these kind of evil gods do?
Mm-hmm.
Cults.
Indeed.
Well, I shall have to discuss this with my Lord Prothos. Set up some manner of investigation. Keep us advised if you should run into more trouble of this nature.
Indeed. These rats seldom act on their own accord.
Yes. So, he turns around and heads back in the direction of the foul pheasant.
I take a look at the guy and see if there's any, if there's any distinctive markings about him or anything that's peculiar about him.
No, you could recognize him right wherever he is. He, he's an effete snob, right, with well-dressed.
Oh yeah, that I got.
Right, but there's no identifying marks or anything that you
Right.
can see
Okay.
from here. Right. And if you want to find him, he's usually as close to Lord Krothos' ass as humanly possible, right?
Right.
So
Vela will turn to Brother Ulfar and kind of kick Gandor's body. I do not know what you do with a man of Orcus to bury him, but whatever it is, do it properly, despite his evil inclinations.
Brother Ulfar, looks up and says, "For this blasphemy, he will not be buried in the cemetery, and he will be denied Saint Ig's rights. We shall burn the body to cleanse his spirit if possible, but and to rid ourselves of this corpse, lest it rise from the dead."
Mm-hmm.
It's a priest of Orcus.
And
Or
this
follower
this
of Orcus,
our
one never knows.
and
I
this
would
our follower
advise
Cormier.
you to separate its head from the rest of its corpse.
He says it's grim work, but
Vela draws her broadsword and does it quickly for him.
Oh wow!
Right
Okay.
there.
The wick
Nice.
is dead.
nice.
And
And so
she'll
they,
sheath her bloody sword and say, "And Cormier on the wagon, the proper burial for him as well."
of course, and Sela is sort of covering her eyes at this, and Brother Ulfar takes a deep breath and says, "Yes, thank you. We will assemble a pyre, and Turgan dispatches some of his mercenaries. Go build a pyre. Let us rid ourselves of this vermin." And so they go about doing that.
Anybody
We
else
go,
need a pack of
guys. We will
Take
look-
us to his dwellings.
We gotta bury our
Alright,
hireling
so-
too.
Right. So while everybody else is building the pyre at the edge of town and preparing everything, right, while the mercenaries are working on that, Brother Othar takes you back to the shrine of Saint Ig, right? And so you enter this church, and out back there is a couple of very humble dwellings, right? There's more they're more like cells, right? They have a small common dining and kitchen area, and then it's 3 sparse dormitories, and there's barely anything in there. So he has a chest, right? Some robes, a book or two of Saint Ig, lore and prayers of Saint Ig. So you don't, rummaging through his things and basically ransacking the cell reveals nothing of interest.
Now, he was wise enough not to leave no
was
indication
not
of true
stupid.
nature here.
Yes, then he must have had a place where he stored this armor and where he met his men and organized his
Probably in his hideout in the woods, which
Yep.
you can may have search for.
We're
Well,
gonna
how
have
far
to.
are these Westwoods away from here?
The village is very small, so it's basically just head west, right? You
Oh.
would go on long walks to the west of this of the church, and the church itself is at the western edge of town. So it's just keep going back, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So
What time
should
of
be-
day is it, by the way, just real quick?
It was a couple of hours, I think. Travel time in hours from Iron Guard to Helix. It's 6 hours. So assuming
Okay.
you left early in the morning, right? It's 1 p.m.
Yeah, good. Okay.
You
Sweet.
know,
Okay.
right.
So we would
Um,
have time to maybe do a little
Yep.
exploration in the western woods.
Mhm.
Okay. So who's going to explore the Western Woods?
Oh, Vela
Everybody?
definitely.
Definitely.
She's yeah.
Myself.
Is there
Okay.
something else on the agenda we need to do?
I
Or-
mean, I don't see why we would split up.
okay.
No, I'm just asking.
Mm-mm.
Uh,
So
I don't think there's anything else we were supposed to do.
no,
okay.
okay. So I guess it's the ranger leading the way then,
Right.
Yeah.
right? So roll your tracking, Jose. Let me see if you.
My tracking. It's 80% outdoors, and I will roll 71.
Nice.
Nice.
Pretty good. So, you keep going a bit. You see footprints matching the size of Gamdar's feet, right? And there's a lot of those like milling around. So imagine walks along parts of the wood. There's like a pond, and so you can imagine, according to the tracks, that there's a lot of wandering around, just innocent, walks. But
Right.
then you find a set of tracks leading further west,
Okay.
and as you go, you uncover, some distance away, like a decent distance away, so that he's not going to be easily followed or interrupted, on this. It's about 3 miles.
Mm.
good.
Actually, well, that's a lot. Let's say it's less. You can walk a mile in about. You can walk 3 miles an hour.
45
so-
minutes. Yeah, about 45
Yeah,
minutes.
so
Yeah.
so let's say it's about a mile, right?
Okay.
So it's
15 minutes.
15, 20 minutes, right?
Mhm.
You come to this area where you see hidden in the brush, right? There is actually a ring of stones, right? Small, about 2 feet tall, right? But they're clearly like marking stones. They're not huge Stonehenge
Right,
things,
right.
right? But there are small stones delineating an area. It's just overgrown, right?
Okay.
You can sort of imagine this place at some point being kept as some sort of clearing, being ringed, but it's a clearing no more, right? And
Right.
so towards the back, towards the further west, you can see a statue of the god Hearn the Hunter, which is another of the
Oh God.
old gods,
Old gods. Okay.
right? Also called the Horned God, right? So it does have antlers and stuff like that. And so off to the left side of the statue, leaning against one of the marking stones, right, of the ring of stones, you find this sort of like a mound with leaves and
Mhm.
shrubbery and whatnot over it. But when you approach, you realize it's sackcloth,
Mm.
right? And so it's covered with like leaves to make like a sort of crude camouflage.
As
Yeah,
a,
Bella draws her sword and whispers, "Remember the two that ran away
Mhm.
here."
Do I find tracks of anybody else?
No,
No.
just
All right.
his.
So with the tip of my bow, I lift the cloth.
So beneath the cloth is a large chest.
Ooh.
It's pretty large, right? So you can see that it would fit the shield, for example, and it would
That's
fit
big.
the mace, right? So it's pretty big,
Mhm.
and it's locked.
Are there any markings on this chest of Orcus
No.
or any of those?
No.
Okay.
I was going
It's
to
a wooden
ask.
chest. It looks to be in good condition, right? This is not an ancient
Right.
thing.
Mhm.
This looks to be, and the tracks lead right up to it.
I was going to ask.
Yeah,
The stone layout was the pentagram, 5-pointed.
No, it isn't.
Okay,
It
that's all.
isn't. It's this seems to be a shrine to
Just a
the
circle of
horned god,
stones. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
but it's clearly abandoned, right?
Yes.
It's no signs of recent worship.
Maybe
Hey, like, can I take a look at the statue and see if, like, the horns of the statue are fixed, or if there's anything about the statue?
It's stone, so it
Hmm.
doesn't. You don't see any hinges or anything that might move, right? It seems to be carved in stone. It's eroded, and it's not super high detailed. It's not a Greco-Roman statue, right? This is
It's weathered,
older, and it's older. It's an older craftsmanship. So this has been here for God knows
Right.
how
right.
long.
So it's basically ram horns, basically crude.
Basically, no, this is not ram horns. This is like deer antlers,
Antlers.
right?
Antlers.
Okay, gotcha.
Orcus has ram horns,
Yeah, that's what
right?
So there's nothing peculiar about the statue itself, like with nothing that could indicate that there's something here that is hiding some kind of like a hidden shrine or anything like that.
No, there doesn't seem to be. There's like weeds, like tall weeds, right? Like partially covering the statue, so it seems to have been undisturbed for quite some time.
If there's no jewelry or adornment with those little stones, little pebble-less stones, anywhere on the statue either or around, that's what I'll be looking for, just on the side.
inscriptions, any carvings.
It's
Yeah.
not the same type of stone. It's a very gray type of stone, right? It's not the stone independent is black, right?
Gotcha.
It's so it doesn't seem to be the same material.
Mm.
Yeah, these
I think this is an abandoned site to Hearn, and he's just been hiding out here.
hmm The chest, I'll investigate the chest, and with my foot try to give it a push to see if it's heavy,
Mhm.
if it's loaded down.
Yeah, the middle of the forest sounds like a great place for this ancient shrine. I agree.
it is heavy. Yes.
Okay. And then I'll tap the hinge and lock mechanism.
Do any
Find
of
out
you
what's in
have any
this
kind of
chest, Najian.
You know what actually makes sense? You would have found the key on Gandar. So
Okay.
let us,
Then
That's my bad.
Najian pulls
That's
out
my
the key
bad,
that he
yeah.
picked off of Gandar earlier.
right, you already got it. Yeah. That's why we didn't know, because the bastard already snuck it off of it.
My bad. Yeah. There's
Just
a
be
key.
careful it's not trapped.
Okay,
That's
I'll
one
look
of
it
those
over.
narrative inventions. I have the key right here. Oh shit, dude.
My bad.
Oh, I just remembered. I took this from the body.
This is what happens when you elaborate on the stuff that is already there. Should have had a key, maybe.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
But go ahead, Najan. I mean, practice your skills if you can.
Yes.
No practice.
This ought to be easy work, even for a thief, to have the key.
Okay, I'll look for traps. Well, I guess you roll that, don't you?
Yeah. What's your chance?
Okay.
'Good question.
5%.
That's it.
Right?
Oh
It's
yeah.
clean. It's perfectly clean. There's nothing in there.
Just like I thought.
Just like you thought. it'd be stupid to trap such a well hidden chest
Yes.
out here in nowhere.
After all, I've got the key. Yeah.
So you're using the key to open it, right?
Look
Yeah.
good, here you go. Open her up.
Yeah. Okay. So you open the lock. Nothing
My
happens.
job is done.
And
That's just
lift
confirmation
the
that I was right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you know, when you lift the lid, you're almost blinded by the reflection of the sun
Oh,
in the sheer amount of
man.
coins
Oh,
inside this
Oh my
this
god.
chest.
Oh my God, we've been hitting some
Uh,
big.
Yeah.
But this is the jackpot. I rolled
Yeah.
for this baby, so this is legit. I rolled
Nice.
for it.
Is this Jothic
Nice.
level
You
jackpot?
start counting. There are thousands of coins of gold
Oh,
in
wow.
here.
Gee whiz.
And for Dura's benefit, there are thousands of coins of platinum as well.
Jeez.
Wow.
And
I'll never
but
doubt
wait,
you again.
there's
Vanel.
more.
But wait.
But wait, there's more. We're gonna do a little bit of rolling on the percentage tables right now. So
Nice.
let's have. We need 3 volunteers to roll. There we go.
Okay,
Jorge
here you go.
rolls a 47. 47,
I got a
47.
You want me to roll just
I like you a 30.
just for
Hang on,
that?
hang
for that?
on. One at a time. One at a time. Let's start with Jorge with 47. Roll again, please. 08. Whoa. Okay, second volunteer. Let's roll.
I'll do
30.
some. Oh,
I got a 30.
30. Okay. Roll again, please.
48.
48. Let me read how this works. Hang on a moment. Roll another percentile, please.
Me?
Yeah.
65.
Okay, cool. Okay. Somebody else roll percentile.
85.
85. Cool. 85. Hang on. I could have rolled this before, but it's more fun if you do it.
No, it's
Roll
fine.
again, please.
74.
74.
There you go.
You know what? That result doesn't make sense. Please roll again.
80. 85.
85. Nice.
Roll these dice.
All
80,
right.
wait a minute,
So
86 that time.
So, Tarlin, you're searching and you draw a leather sling
There you go.
Sling.
from the bottom of the chest.
A simple wooden
and-
leather sling.
This is like a dong thong or what?
I suppose, right? That's how
Yeah.
how
Are
slings
you
work.
like an actual
Wait a minute.
weapon?
Oh,
Yes, yes. It does have, some nice leather work on it, rivets of metal, right, to make it more
Yes, yes.
sturdy. But it is a very fine sling.
Okay.
Uh, who rolled? Jose rolled. Donald, you find a scroll with writings on it that you have no idea what they're saying. Tarling, well, there's a scroll.
The scroll.
Right.
Okay.
And finally,
Hello, Nils.
What about me?
hold please. Jeez, where is it? I'm lost in the.
That means this dude has been robbing people for a long time.
That's right. Oh, geez, I think I'm looking at the wrong place. Yeah, that's it. That's it. There you go. Of course, if you look at the wrong place, so you find a metallic rod, 5 feet in length.
Oh wow.
There's a head on one side, which looks like a mace, with 6 studs on the head.
Oh, nice.
Weighs about 10 pounds.
That's pretty awesome.
Feels heavy.
Yes.
That scroll.
Thuds?
I hand it over to you.
Can I press on the thuds or like are they?
Yes, you can. Before Tarling, before you do the studs, Tarling takes a look at the scroll, and you, because you are a cleric of Arcantral, you can tell that this is writing in the black speech of magic, right? You recognize the speech, and you can see that these are clearly some sort of magical spells, such as a wizard might employ. And looking down, there's like 5 spells in the scroll, which is quite a piece of writing, right? But with your knowledge, you can sort of determine that this is actually 5 spells.
Okay.
Which
Can I make out what the spells are?
Is markedly remarkable. I guess we could roll for those because I have no idea. I just know they're 5 and they're wizard spells, but.
The language.
But you can we'll examine them later.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do that.
So there are like 6 buttons on the thing. You're pressing one of them.
Yep.
So roll a d6 to see which button.
4.
Press button number 4. So when you do, the rod immediately lengthens to the size of 15 feet.
Oh,
right.
Wow.
And then the part of the rod, one end sort of hooks and extends horizontal bars, so that you could sort of make a ladder.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. So now you have a nice 15-foot rod with
ladder.
With rungs.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
You know, guys, this is no mystery to an old hand like me. This is a freaking rod of lordly might. This is no mystery to me.
Yeah.
I know the first edition DMG by heart. Okay. So
Nice.
pressing buttons until a nice sword or axe comes out.
Right, a nice blade comes out. Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep pressing buttons and see what else I get.
All right. So you press one of the buttons, and the rod comes back.
Put your eye out.
The rod comes back, right, and retracts. So that's button. We'll call it button number 5. Then
just
you
keep
press
around. Press 6, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Sure. So button number 6
I'll skip the back scratcher and you know.
So you press button number 6 and the rod starts like you feel it, twisting in your hand, and so it just immediately points in one direction, right?
Huh.
It twists your hand in that direction, and when you look at it and think about it for a second, it's pointing north.
Ah,
I already knew that.
So
True
you're
north.
trying to twist it, but it keeps pointing north.
Okay.
So,
Good.
true north.
You press it again, and then it stops. Now you can move it freely. It doesn't. It's not that hard to do. So you
like
go
one of these.
around
There you go.
and
A
go on
Swiss
to the
Army
next
rod. There you go. Swiss Army rod, just like Dale's got there.
to the next button, number 1, and from the area of the mace, a blade emerges, and the rest of the rod sort of shrinks down to form a pommel
Should be a
or
flaming
a
sword, if
hilt,
I remember
actually, and then the blade catches
Flaming
fire.
sword.
Yes.
Yeah.
Catches fire.
The
Yeah,
next,
it's a flaming sword. It's a
A
flaming
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 sword.
sword. Holy cow.
the next button,
It's the axe.
returns the rod to like its normal size, and a huge axe blade springs out.
And in the next one, you got your lance, my friend.
And in the
Oh, the
next
last.
one, from the head, there's a triangular piece of metal that projects forward, and it lengthens again, and now it's a spear.
There you go. Nice.
And so,
Yes.
Sword, flaming sword, magic axe, magic spear,
Yes.
ladder, and
freaking
North.
rod of lordly might.
True
I've
north.
never,
coolest
Yeah,
item
yeah.
ever.
Never. never played with a rod of lordly might. Never seen it played.
After-
never heard
after
of it
watching
being
it,
played.
right.
Was that the 08?
After
That was
watching
what you rolled, brother. I don't know what you
Yeah.
rolled, but you rolled it. So it was
And
after
08.
watching after watching all this, Vela raises an eyebrow and says, "Smart Gandar was such a weapon behind."
Yeah, he probably
He
should
may
have
not have known what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we will not be able to ask him as seeing as he's burning in hell.
Yes. And good riddance. Nice. And now this chest. We are rich. Rich, I say.
Have we
Financially
count,
secure.
should we count all these coins?
Should we stronghold?
The
Yeah,
banker
yeah.
will be happy to see us with all these coins.
Right.
You count the coins. There's almost 8,000 gold pieces, and
Woo.
there's about 3,000 pieces of platinum.
Gee
Holy
whiz,
cow.
man.
A huge haul. Platinum is
I
what?
remember
Five?
this-
Five?
Yeah, in
Five gold?
yeah, so that's 23,000.
Yeah.
Holy
Wow.
crap!
Okay. So we can skip the Barrowmaze. Like,
23,000 in gold. That's sweet.
Instructions in the rule book
Yeah.
say roll for the
Yeah,
treasure.
yeah. Nice.
I rolled for
That's
the
awesome.
treasure.
Shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we need to make a guild of treasure hunters for the Barrow Maze and just
Yeah.
take our cut out of
Yep.
the poor souls that
I
delve there.
I
Yeah.
guess you can retire now if you wish.
I think we're gonna see Dell rolling up a new character because there's no way Najan keeps it.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Right. I mean, why would he, right? I
No,
mean,
he's going to say sauce.
Major
Yeah.
needs to buy interest in the Silver Standard Trading
Right.
Company
Right.
and in the Mercenary Guild, right?
Maybe,
he needs to open up a fence. What he needs
maybe
to
I'll
do.
build a shrine to Arkantrol.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Woodsman, now you can afford to put as many pockets in your armor as you wish.
What are you talking about? You've been taking so
Jeez.
many hits to the head.
Woo!
Yeah, I've never
Nice.
never seen a haul like that. Never.
We're gonna have to build a
And like
guild
for
house.
magic items, it's like 20% chance of magic items when I roll like a 12.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Yep.
magic items.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I rolled copper pieces. Nope, 0.
Oh,
Gold
wow.
pieces. Nope, 0.
Nice.
Silver pieces. Nope, 0.
A guy named Ea Nasir took all that copper.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so do you want to roll the spells later and just put it up on Discord?
This sure, it's wizard spells, so you can't use them, right?
I know I can't
That's-
use them, but I
yeah.
can identify them.
Mm-hmm.
Can't I?
Okay,
'Cause I can
yeah,
black
yeah.
speech, right?
Well, yeah, I suppose we could roll them. Let's see how
Mhm.
they do the rolling here.
Yeah,
as a
Dale's,
general guide, the
Dale's
mace
next
controller
character may
should
be a
send
wizard.
spells-
Right?
Now, just
Yeah.
Mace
He'll want those spells.
just
Yeah,
out of
you
curiosity,
you know.
out of curiosity, if we spent the gold to get XP, where would we be?
Well,
Well,
not
we
sure.
gotta
I mean,
calculate that because I
Yeah,
if
that's
there's
what I'm
six of us. That's 4,000 each. It might put us at 3.
Yeah,
Eyeballing it, even I don't make it to level 4. I would definitely make it
Yeah.
to 3, but only about halfway
Yeah.
to 4.
Yeah.
This,
Right.
this is where it starts getting steep. The
Mhm.
thief
Right.
will make it further.
Mhm.
I mean, it
Like,
seems like
I
a
don't-
lot
I-
until you realize divided among 6 or 8 party members.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
right. I mean, this
Yeah.
is why it takes so long to level up if you don't have treasure.
well, if
Yeah,
we set a
it's-
Hunger
it's-
Games,
it's
you know.
about- It's
Right.
about 3,800 maybe.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
but it doesn't get any of the fighter types at least to level 4.
yeah. I mean, Vela's already level 2, but I don't think that would
But
put
it
her up.
gets us within spitting range. That's good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it seems like a lot until you divide it up.
Yeah, this is
And,
good.
and, and technically, we have to give a percentage to our hirelings too.
It's
Who?
plenty, but you know, it's good because we get to be able to explore more of the barrel maze, right?
Mhm.
You do, but you can send me a postcard.
All right. So, Todd,
You know, Gary,
it
you must
seems-
enjoy playing the game.
Yeah.
You might have a nice shiny new sling to use. What are you talking
Yeah, I mean,
about?
that's right. To wear.
The dong thong that Tarlin's got.
Where?
Oh, jeez.
So we'll carry this thing back to town and see if we'll talk to Huff and Puff.
Huff and Puff.
I mean,
All right, Todd.
we can spend all this gold to build a guild, and then we're all going to level up, basically.
Yeah.
Something like
Todd,
that.
roll 3d12 and add them up. Give me a whole number.
3D12.
Yes.
Oh gosh, wait a second now.
3d12.
Yeah, that's weird. It's wait. I don't think it's gonna work.
I did
Hang
not.
on, hang
Said-
on. Roll 2d20. 2d20. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
2D20. Okay.
Yeah, and add it up. That's what we're gonna do.
Okay, we got
18.
17.
And he rolled a 1. And he rolled a 1.
Yeah, 18. 17 and 1. 18.
Damn. That's why advantage in D&D 5th edition is so swingy. That right
Yeah.
there. 1 into
You-
17. Right there.
You get a spell
Just proved
named
it.
Galaxines Scintillating Spark Shower.
Hmm.
It's pretty.
That sounds like something out of Twilight.
That sounds like cologne.
No,
That's
that's
Sounds like one of those fancy colognes that you get at the mall. Right?
scintillating spark shower.
yeah. It sounds kind of kinky, but you know.
A cologne booth at the mall.
Roll 2d20 again, please, and add them
Oh,
up.
okay.
Spark
So
shower.
I rolled a 1 and a 17 actually.
All right, so
Really?
the next spell over.
Yes.
Nice.
That's crazy.
That's better for me because I don't have to count. Now you get Garces Incredulous Apostate.
Hmm.
What the?
Oh boy.
What the heck?
Garces Incredulous
You're writing this down.
These sound
Apostate.
like spells from Dying Jack Vance. You know, that's
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Dying Earth.
Right.
Roll it
Yeah,
again.
Dying, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Fancy
Come back.
title.
Uh-oh. Oh no, she rolled under the desk. Okay. 18 and a 9.
18 and 9.
That's 27. 27.
Mirror image.
Ooh.
What? No fancy
That's a
name
very
for that
dull
one?
name.
I know.
Erect Direct
Not,
all your complaints to Gillespie, Greg Gillespie, PhD. So
It's not Gluteus's multiple menagerie.
Gluteus Maximus's
Menagerie.
wild menagerie. Roll again, Todd. We're almost done.
Okay,
Two
okay,
spells to go.
okay. 17.
No, we rolled 17 already. Roll again.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I rolled a 5 and 12. We got a 36.
36.
Incontinentia
All right,
buttocks.
Yep.
that is.
He's trying to pronounce it.
Yep. I think he's counting.
Super
Web.
calif.
That's the web spell.
Well, I am underwhelmed. Okay,
That was the
I've
most
got more
anticlimactic
spells.
moment.
Yeah.
Come on.
Web.
You know what? Don't roll. Don't roll. The last spell is called Migda's Practical Tilt.
There you go.
Practical tilt. Okay.
I have
you
no
go.
idea what it is, but by player request,
Yeah, let's go with a fancy name on
we're
that one. Yeah,
going with
there
a
you go.
fancy name.
Okay.
There you go.
Migda's
sweet.
Practical
Tilt.
Tilt.
Well,
And this
we
is
can't
just-
use it.
Just
Maybe.
further evidence of why I never play a magic user in right there.
Maybe there's a wizard nearby who might want to,
Get his tail
pay
over.
us
have-
a trade. For
you
some
have
services.
heard-
There is a wizard in town.
Yes, there is. Yes.
That's right. That's right. He'll buy it from us probably. Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or provide services.
Yes.
Lazarian, is that his name?
Yes. Yes.
Bavarian, yes.
All right. So that's
Maybe you'll identify that rock you have hanging around your wrist.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the mace, right? Or the.
Oh, we'll just
Right.
put it all down in a
Yeah.
big pile, and he can.
Yeah.
I can do that.
We got plenty of gold to pay
I got
to
detect magic. He
identify
might
this
be able
stuff.
to identify it all. All right.
And that fancy sling's got to have magic.
Oh,
Mhm.
let's put a stone in it because I have some stones.
Sure.
Well, I suggest we continue this discussion over in Helix in case there are more of his.
We're walking home. As we're walking
Yeah,
back
his
to town,
cro-
I'll
his
just
cronies.
take a pot shot out there and just see, does it
See if
feel
it-
any different?
if it
Does it
feels-
come out of the sling on fire or something?
Is it quiet?
It's
Makes
a
no sound.
really good sling. Like you
Really
throw
good
the
sling.
stone and it you hit whatever it was that you were throwing, right? It feels
Sorry about that,
Nice.
John.
very balanced and
Hit whatever I was aiming at, Nagion.
Magion, there you go. It's a good sling, man. Come on,
yeah,
don't knock
Yes.
it.
All right, no.
We're not knocking it.
I'm not knocking it at all. I'm gonna.
It's
and
just
When
it's just that
fine
besides the rod of
craftsmanship,
lordly might, it's not a school. Yes, I get it, but that's not my fault.
He's pressing every button on it. Yeah.
Yeah, no buttons on the sling?
No buttons on the sling. No.
Oh,
He's
well.
pressing every protuberance on the leather.
yeah,
The studs, the little studs.
Yeah.
right. I can see Tarlin rubbing that sucker every time he saw what's his name push a button. Tarlin's
Yeah.
like, holy shit, maybe this.
Sling of lordly might.
Yes.
It's just a fancy sling, Nagion.
Who's taking the
right.
sling out of curiosity? Because
I'd use it. So, but I don't know if Tarlin
Okay,
doesn't.
go ahead.
Give it,
Yeah.
give it to the
Well,
thief.
Yeah.
You
He
know
earned
what?
it. He opened the chest with a key. He earned it. Give it to him.
Sling plus one. Come on, just put it on the sheet.
Nice. +1. There it
There you
is.
go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
sweet.
that. Like that.
That'll counter my negative.
There you go.
You-
That's
you're
great.
negative- So you're a thief with a negative
No,
dex? Oh,
no, actually,
blimey.
I don't have negative dex. I got negative in strength though.
Oh, gosh.
Oh,
Gotcha.
But
Nice. Nice. All right. Sweet.
So-
Well, we've read the locals of their bandit leader. That's good.
Mhm.
I guess
And,
we go.
Right, wow.
He was going to fund one hell of a army with gold.
Now this, we're supposed to get for every head, but we've already gotten paid for that. The two that ran off, obviously, we don't see any tracks of theirs. So do we go back to this other town and get the plate armor?
Yeah, stop and get their armor and everything.
Well, once we get some rest, the next day we can go and pick up our
Gotcha.
armor.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Bella needs her plate.
You guys want to hire some more men before setting out?
Oh yes.
Is there any more
We've
hiring?
got to replace what, 2? We have to replace at least 2, right?
Replace the fallen.
So I'll have plate armor. Woohoo!
Who's all got plate armor now?
Nobody yet.
Nobody.
I've got a dong thong, but
No. That's being made, right?
Yeah, but Bella, Polonius, and Donald commissioned it.
Mm-hmm.
But you can commission a suit since we're going there.
Yeah,
We
and
have money.
we have enough gold. You can
Yeah.
definitely do that.
And you have the money.
How much was it? Not that it matters. I mean,
450.
being rich.
It's
You guys
450.
are, you guys are
400?
screwing. You guys are screwing.
450, right?
Pinchers.
You guys are screwing the economy up here. You know.
Yeah, that's right.
start hobnobbing with Mr.
But it's
Fop.
good because if Carlin commissions a suit of plate mail, that'll give us a reason to return to Ironman
Oh, yeah, yeah.
later on. Because it
Yeah.
takes them a week to make them.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need it.
I love
We need
I
it.
love this wilderness, man. The best move we did was get out of that damn maze and start exploring the mine.
That's right. You can imagine there's guys all over the country playing Barrowmaze every Friday night, and they're dying, and they're not getting shit, and they don't realize if they would just wander around the
outskirts.
the country, they'd be doing just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We call that that's a deterrent, right? It deters you from those actions.
Mhm.
But on the other hand, the guys in character are probably curious about that paladin demigod's relics that are lying in the Barrowmaze.
Right. Right.
yeah,
exactly.
That's their motivation.
Yeah. Sweet. Uh-oh. I can't hear you, Eloy.
Hello, we can't hear you.
It's like your microphone's not working.
Yeah, you're not muted, right?
Yeah, it
my
doesn't
picture-
show muted.
Yeah, doesn't show muted. We just can't hear you.
Can you
No,
turn on
can't hear you.
subtitles?
I don't know what happened.
No.
Acute laryngitis.
Nope. Can't hear you.
Maybe you have
That's
to come
weird.
back, log
just-
out and come back, or
Panama.
That's
Yeah.
really weird.
that is weird.
I think Dell is somehow doing this so he doesn't have to go back to the maze.
That's it.
Check.
There you go.
There we
Yep.
go.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
Yep.
How many henchmen were you looking to hire?
Ooh,
Two. All right. So we have.
And we can fit them in the plate mail of Gandor and my form plate not
Chain-
plate mail,
chain.
chainmail. Excuse me, chainmail.
yeah, well, we'll have chainmail for all of them
Yeah, right.
once we pick up our plates because we'll have 4 suits of chain.
Yep.
Exactly.
Oh, that's interesting.
No, just-
All right. So
Mhm.
let me get the armor
So
classes.
right now, I say
yeah.
we give Targard Gamdar's mail
Yes.
Ooh.
because he's a senior.
And there's a shield as well, like
Yes,
a shield.
yes.
You want to give it to him
Stands
as well?
the tabard. We don't want. I'll tear the
They
Orcus
all have
tabard
shield,
from it.
they all have shield. But I'll take the shield. Why not? As a for a member
Okay.
berry.
All right. But the men at arms have shields as well?
Yeah, I bought shields for all of them.
Yeah.
So they all
Oh,
have shields.
cool. So chain
all-
and shield is what? Armor class
4.
4?
4.
Wow.
Oh, that's what
They're
I call
looking
an
good.
upgrade. Yeah.
Yeah, sure is.
And everybody's gonna get it, right? So
Right.
and it-
Once you got a plate, right now it's only Target.
Right, because Donald,
Yeah.
you were wearing chainmail right before.
all right,
I was
okay. So
wearing-
it's right now it's only Targard. Okay.
Once we get if we get alive to Iron Guard mod, then The
Right.
rest of the
Let's
And
get
they
their
all
first
have
break.
Lamb and
they
the
all
two
have
recruits
shields.
get
Right.
the chain.
So let me figure out the two recruits. One of them is Kodos, the war dog. And he's a big, burly, bald man with thick handlebar mustache.
Mm.
Not the handlebars. Which one is the one that goes down?
Mutton chops.
The
Button
mutton-
chops?
Oh, handlebar goes down. Yeah.
The handlebar is the one that goes down. There we
Yeah.
go. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I have no idea.
Pigtails.
Yeah.
Grab hold of either
No
one.
idea.
Pigtail.
Soup strainer. That's what I call him.
Kodos the war dog. There we go. Kodos has 7 hit points. All
Whoa.
right.
Not bad.
War dog.
And we also have Gilly.
Italy.
Gilly, yeah. Gilly has 4 hit points. That's not bad. That's
Okay,
pretty
so
good.
like, not only do they each have a shield and a spear, but
Uh-huh.
now they can throw where they clubs. They have broadswords and crossbows.
Right. Right.
Oh, that's
So they're-
right.
they're well
So
armed.
Let's let's
Uh,
put that
is,
here.
is Bella
someplace.
taking a crossbow?
I have no missile weapon but a spear, so I probably would take it. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Oh.
Take it. You have
Yeah.
one.
Chainmail, shield, crossbow, spear, and broadsword.
Broadsword. Yeah.
They are well armed. I like
Yeah.
it.
Every day they
They all
work.
have daggers
We
as
got
well.
some beefy. We got a beefy retinue, man. Like
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We are definitely ready to go back into the.
But
Into
by
the
the time we're at
Barrowmaze.
the
Barrowmaze.
side, all our henchmen will have plate mail and halberds. That's
Yeah.
the dream.
Nice.
That's the dream.
Yeah,
Nice.
and the dream is they have to work it off.
Right.
Yeah, to buy that equipment by the end, if they
I'm gonna
survive.
buy
You know.
Fimbria, Bec de Corbin.
Oh, there we go.
Bec de Corbin.
Timber and Owen ain't getting shit because they don't do shit.
Yeah.
They're getting more torches. is what
Getting
they're getting.
torches and right. Yeah, and
And
flint and
fast
steel
oil.
and oil. Right. And a large backpack carrying all of our extra crapola. Yeah.
Yeah. So if
Yeah.
you guys buy more torches and more oil and stuff, let me know. Remember, because
Yeah.
just so we
we'll
can
let you
keep
know in the
track.
next
And...
session, but we wouldn't get them until we're going back to the maze, right?
Right. I
Right.
know. I'm just
Exactly.
reminding you so that next time, or if
Yeah.
you want to
I
go
will,
in
I-
and add them into the
Beasts
roster
of
at any
burden.
point, feel free. Excellent.
Mhm.
So
Man mules.
So,
So
the
we
plan
figure out
is
how-
to
yeah.
make it back to Iron Guard to go
Yeah,
pick
the
up.
next day we go
okay.
to Iron Guard Mod to see if our armor's ready.
Okay, so yeah, so the voyage goes uneventfully, and you reach town, and by now, since you rested, your plate mail is ready, and it is
Nice.
quite fine workmanship.
I'll order a set.
What? Who got the plate again? And what's your new armor class?
I did as well as Donald, I think.
And Felonious.
So with my dex a +1, that gives me, and my shield, that gives me a what, 2?
Armor class 1.
Armor class
One.
1. Yeah.
Whoa! And
Yeah.
Jose has what?
Armor class 1 as well. And,
Oh my
and I guess
God.
Felonious is armor class 2.
I have dexterity 13, so I don't.
Oh, then you have armor class 1 as well.
Oh
Yeah.
my God! Nice.
That settles it. I'll just
Vela got that choice armor class that you used to see in the old magazines in the.
AC.
So who else is commissioning
Really
plate?
covers very little.
Harlan.
Arlen will.
Ireland.
Tarlin.
Now-
Okay, so
now,
it takes
what
a
I
week.
have to-
Yeah.
Now, because Donald needs to like do his ranger shit, right? So his plate mail is gonna look like Ned and Rob Stark's armor. So the long leather coat over
Yeah.
the mail with the smaller breastplate and the arm
Yeah.
plates.
Right.
Instead of looking like a knight, he looks like the Starks.
Right.
Nice.
Okay, yeah.
No pockets for him. Sorry, man.
No
Yeah.
what?
No pockets. I do not get pockets.
So we said plate mail was
450. Is that what you said?
Yeah, 450, I think.
yeah, I think that's what it was.
450 is what I remember, but
450. Yeah.
The Smithy's like, fork it over.
I like the business with these bastards.
Yes, well, this is good pay
These
and good
bastards are the best
business.
thing that's happened to me in the last 50 years.
I see you have 4 more warriors in your party. Do you wish to commission a plate for them as well?
Not yet, not yet, but eventually
yet.
we'll be coming back.
Yes.
I would, but it would move Southland down from 7% to probably 3, maybe. It's too detrimental.
Can you wear
We're
a
all
plate?
getting.
Uh-uh.
I didn't think you could. Yeah.
Studded leather. That's it.
I did leather.
Leather.
That's it.
Yeah.
Do you know what the percent is? What the hell is he talking about?
He thinks
I don't
he
know.
could retire after all this.
That's what he wants it to be. He's sharing what he'd like it to. If he had designed this game, that's how he would have designed it. That's what he's getting. If I wrote Dragon Slayer, I could wear plate and just tweak my move silent down a little bit.
Yeah, right. Right.
Towing around in plate.
We used to have this guy when we were playing first edition, and he wanted some. He used to try to pick locks with gauntlets so that if it was trapped, he would lose.
Nice.
His finger wouldn't get pricked by a needle or anything, and it was like, get out of here.
Exactly. That's funny. Why can't I wear gauntlets? Don't say I can't wear gauntlets when I pick locks.
Oh,
Like
man.
oven mitts on, right? So
Yeah.
you can't even grab the pick, right?
Exactly, but he tried. He tried. So.
Heck yeah.
There's always somebody who tries that stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Too funny.
There's no doubt about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
First page of the book says this is not a game you can win, but stop, guys, you're trying to win.
That's right.
Those Chevy Chases out there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right. Oh, dear.
So, what's the plan then?
Well, I guess when we get back, we have to decide: do you want to brave the Barrowmaze again?
Oh,
Do you want to wait? Do you want to wait a week for
The armor?
the plate
Yeah.
armor for Tarlins?
Yep.
Let's go ahead and wait. Yeah.
As
'cause
well.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
Why
wait,
not?
we can spend
gotta-
a week vacationing in the
We
big
have to
city.
spend all this money to. We have to
Yeah,
spend
we
all this
gotta-
gold to level up anyway, right?
Right,
gotta
and
train,
leveling up and
level up.
yeah.
So I imagine we're carousing,
Around a
building
little
building a guild. All right.
Yeah, I was going to say we need
I do
to
wanna-
network.
I do want to look at building a shrine,
Yeah.
Mm.
so I'd have to find some. I guess some stone
there's-
masons.
There's got to be some way for us to spend this so we can
Yeah.
get that XP.
Spend it.
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice.
And once I got my plate mill and weapon, I'm willing to donate money to build a guild or a shrine or something.
I want to build the fame to the Lord of Elves and Elves and Arms.
I'm just going to, have some carvers go around putting the face of Sylvanas in the trees along the path from,
Nice.
from
From
Nice.
8 cities. Yeah, from the Helix to there and then down to wherever that mud hole we were at earlier.
Yeah. Town.
Bogtown.
Yeah, Bogtown.
Bogtown.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. So
Wow.
yeah, in a week you can get all those projects started, and
Right.
so yeah, and we can get armor for Tarlin. And so, what would be Tarlin's armor class following that?
Let's see. His dexterity. He gets a +1 to his AC
So you're
Plus-
a 1 as well. You'll be a 1 as well. With a shield, you'll be a.
with his shield.
What
On
is
shield.
that, two or one?
Yeah, and you have a shield, right, Tarlin? Or-
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so
Formidable.
what of the horde of, the Black Knight did have a mace. Is anybody keeping that? Are you selling that?
Arlen had the mace. Arlen had the mace.
Yeah.
He was gonna
Drawing
detect
Yeah,
the
Arlen
magic.
has the mace
I
already,
took
so
the
it's
mace. Unless
it's
I
it's
mean,
a mace plus 1.
oh,
Yes.
Arlen took the mace.
Of
Nice.
course, I think that's what it said. I took the mace.
Yeah. I took one of the horns. I'm making a drinking horn out of it.
There you go.
Nice.
And we'll talk to this wizard. I can't remember his name, and ask him.
Uh-oh, you
Oh, you cut out there. Mazarian is his name. What did you
Mazarian.
say? You talked to the wizard and what?
About the ask him to check the stone that Tarlin's wearing on it.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah. I just got wrapped around his
Yeah, we'll slip him 25 gold to evaluate this
God
stone.
almighty.
Well, we have this scroll. I mean,
That
how-
too. There we go.
we
Trade
could we could trade for maybe a little long-term item identification,
There you
Yeah.
go.
because
Good idea.
a scroll like this is got to be worth a lot to him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if we could maybe say, hey,
Mhm.
you know, when we come to town, you identify our stuff.
During the week, I'll approach. What is Jorge's character again? Thelonious.
Polonius.
Aloni.
Okay, about his. No, he can't do that with his master. You know about the our fallen. If we can res them with Mother Toad, what she thinks. But you know my view on that. But I'm still picking it. You know, picking that sore.
That's right. It's
Dangerous
too
game.
Limit,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, Mazarian. Mazarian is an old guy, you know, beard and mustache, but the beard is trimmed short. He wears an earring in one of his ears and a floppy a hat on his head. One eye is noticeably bigger than the other eye, right? And it's a strange fellow. He opens the door to the tower and says, you know, what
dare.
is it you want?
Oh, I guess I'll
Yeah.
approach him and introduce my.
Cleric of
Allow
Archangel.
myself to introduce myself.
What did you say?
Oh, you say it. You just gave him the Mazarian face. Yeah.
Oh,
With a
All right.
floppy hat. I just need a floppy hat.
So yeah, I'll introduce myself and our companions, and I asked him if he would be interested in exchanging services in exchange for this scroll.
let me see.
I show you don't touch.
He sort of peers at it. and
I'll open it up.
Says, come in. And so he leads you into you know, it's the base of the tower. It's the first floor, right? He has a table in the middle of it. The place is kind of messy, but there's books and stuff all around. This is also the kitchen is down here. And so he sits at the table and says, let me inspect it again. Yes, I think we can come to a reasonable bargain here. This
We will
And-
we will need items identified, and as we come out of the Barrowmaze with more items, I'm sure we'll need to have them identified.
I can do
And
this.
and he
Like this necklace.
Oh.
and he may have work for us.
Let me see that
Yes.
scroll again.
Right.
Shh.
Let me see.
So he looks
Don't
at it.
touch. Don't touch. No touch.
Right.
Does he kick the tires and?
And you wish to trade this for identification of items. We can do that. Yes. I would be willing to do 6 times 6 identification spells.
You can't do better than that. Maybe 10 times.
Oh, very well. Yes,
Right.
10 times. 10
10
times.
10 times. All right.
And further, I would ask, is this obtained from the Barrowmaze?
This?
Yes.
No.
Not
No.
exactly.
This was obtained somewhere else.
Well, to be fair, we don't know. It was taken from board of abandoned robbing travelers.
might have-
We are not certain.
But to be clear, you are, in fact, people who explore
Mm.
the Barrowmaze?
Yes. Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
so he rummages
Successfully, I might add.
around and produces a drawing from one of his chests. It says, "You see, this is a map
Yes.
of one of the entrances of the Barrowmaze. There is a book there. It is called. I'll write it down for you." And he starts scribbling on it with red ink. It says, "Vitharia's Tome. It is here in this section of the maze. It took me years to reconstruct this based on old diagrams and old accounts of expeditions in ages past. So, if you can procure Vitharia's Tome, it's a spell book. It's bound in red leather, and it lies here. Do you see?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I have marked this place. It's either in this room or in this
Yes.
room. And there's an entrance right there.
Mm.
I, Mazarian the Magnificent, pledge to reward you with 1,000 pieces of gold if you bring this tome back to me." And he slides the parchment. You can see he has like 3 copies of those in the book.
So
and he
he's
just
done this
slams it.
before.
He's done this before. and he
Yeah,
plays
it's like he photocopied it for.
Nice.
And because you people haven't obviously paid attention, I did give you this map
Yep.
before. You found
Yes.
this in the dungeon.
Yes.
Oh,
I thought it was
Yes.
familiar.
Yes.
so he gives you another copy, right? Says, "I will also pay for any knowledge."
Yeah,
of
we found
magic."
it on Dead Adventurers, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that what you're gonna say?
I will also
asked for.
pay for knowledge, any hints of spells or magic that you see in there. I will gladly pay a fair price. I must warn you that the maze is littered with, well, perhaps littered is exaggeration on my part. I have actually not seen many of these yet, but there are tablets, stone tablets about this size,
Mm.
inscribed with magical engravings, runes in ancient languages. Be very careful with these.
I nudged Dora.
Most are magical, but many can be harmful if handled improperly. So do not read if you value your lives.
Mm.
It might be that you risk it and gain great rewards. Who am I to say? But bring them to me, and I will reward you for them.
Mm.
Remember, peer at the writings at your own risk.
Sounds like good advice.
Mm-hmm.
Please. Yes.
They're all ancient complaints for shitty copper.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So, I think on that note, we will end
Nice.
the session. So it is 11 p.m.
Did we ever get an answer on this stone hanging on his
I'm
wrist?
sorry.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. He does the identification right there and says, yes, this amulet disguises a person's aura so
Oh.
that information about them may not be easily gleaned.
Mm.
So it's basically a
Amulet of non-detection.
Basically, yes.
Right,
It's,
right.
Is that exactly what it is?
Feel it on non-erection.
Mm.
Proof against alignment detection. Periodic
Nice.
proof against alignment detection. That's exactly what it is.
Nice.
Any other items that you bear
Bastard.
that you wish
That bastard.
investigated?
I think that was it.
Now, just a reminder to Dora, didn't you find? Wasn't it this game where you found the tablet?
Mm-hmm.
You found a tablet, my friend, if I remember correctly, and you paid the price for it too.
Mm.
You missed a saving throw. You failed a saving throw
Oh,
because
jeez.
you read a tablet.
Right.
Yes.
But Dora did find a. Didn't you pick up a tile piece?
Something like
I thought
that.
it was
Yeah.
a tile piece, something. Yeah. Can't
I
remember now.
thought that was the one that Dell read.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just talking about he had.
No, yeah,
Dora
probably
had
did.
picked up a piece of that tile that had a design on it in one of the rooms in the Barrowmaze.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a tablet you read. It was a it was a tile
Might have
piece
been a
with some
decorative tile,
markings.
maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and you picked it
remember
up,
you
and brought
picked
it back to town, and it was a little bit of like, don't do that.
We're gonna have to give a pass on that one because I honestly do not remember what
Yeah.
it was. So,
Right.
but
Awesome.
Yeah.
again, I mean, he he revises his statement. The runic tablets, some contain curses, some
Yep.
contain information. Right? It's just be careful. Right? So you run a risk if you read them.
Mm-hmm.
This was incredible. What a stroke of luck in the dice.
That was fun. That was
This
fun,
is-
man.
This is completely random, right? It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll better roll treasure. And
Yeah.
I follow the instructions, the entry. So it's all legit.
What's crazy is in Joth and in Barrowmaze we hit jackpots on this.
Oh, wow.
was
Same way too. I rolled that
Insane.
all random.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, that was.
So you
that
guys
was
had
nuts.
a lot of loot in Joth, huh? Sweet.
Yes.
7,000.
Oh wow.
Ooh, Shida.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
cliff,
really
that
that's
cliff
that is
facing.
that is a ton of loot for Joth. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it
Awesome.
was nuts. Well, what are we calling this one? Earlier, I was thinking Weekend at St. Egs. Whenever you kept pulling up old boy and talking.
Weekend at
Weekend at
Gandars.
Priest.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Weekend with Gandar.
It
That's
sounds like
funny.
you should call it the jackpot, hitting the jackpot, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Right.
Right.
This is great. I mean, the Gamdar thing is in there.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
not me. I just embellished like where okay, they need to hide the loot. Where do they hide the loot? Well,
Right.
I embellished that.
Mhm.
It's
Right.
He's there, and that's what he does. He waylays people, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
And so it's like, wait a minute. He knows they're going to
Right.
protect the caravan, so he's got a week. He just got to be waiting there on the day of your return, right? So
Mhm.
Well, and he knows we were successful
Yeah.
because we come back and we keep
Because-
donating
you
money
keep
and
donating.
Yeah.
Again,
and
so
talking
he,
to him.
he talked to you.
Yeah.
He he
Yeah.
talked about the maze, and
So, and we were definitely successful in the before we ordered the plate mill. We'd been successful.
Exactly. And so he wasn't able to gather the thieves to waylay you on the way out,
Right.
but he was waiting for you on the way back. So
Mhm.
I thought that was pretty cool. I like
It's
the
very cool.
the
Yeah.
town is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the first time you read it, you're overwhelmed, but you read it a couple of times and you're like, I
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
this town. It's pretty cool.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah. That's awesome.
Nice.
Great
Right.
fun, guys.
Is it Jandar
Awesome.
or with a G? How do you spell it?
Yeah, GAMDAR. Gamdar.
Jackpot Gamdar.
Yeah, all right.
Gamdar's Horde.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. Sweet.
This
Full
is-
house,
guys.
man.
All right.
We had 6 of us. That's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna
That
be real
fight at
different.
the beginning was just epic.
Yeah. 2 rounds to kill 8
Yeah.
to kill 8
Yeah.